Okay, today we are going to play Final Fantasy IX, one of my favorite games of all time. However, for the first time ever, I'll be playing with the Magari mod, and I had heard about it a while ago, but this mod basically changes all of the graphics to make them as pristine as possible. Somebody took their time to go through every handcrafted background and just make it better. I think they even changed some of the textures that you wouldn't even think of, like things in the menu, and making sure that the text would show up properly. And so that's what I'm excited to do today. Can't beat this game in one day, so that will be a let's play basically. So I'm committed to finishing this whole thing because I think we're going to have a good time, and we're just going to get into it from there. Ta-da. Okay, again, love this game so much. There's just so many things that I'm like, oh, wait until we talk about this, or wait until we look at that. I like when the game starts with a little bit of a mystery. Like, what are we even doing? Naturally, we have Princess Garnet. There's a big gemology theme throughout this game. Personally, I can't tell if any of this is different. It's been a while since I last seen it, but I think it still looks great for a PlayStation 1 game that's been moved over several times. So sassy. Sure is dark. I feel like he would say it in such a flat-footed way. Just guess nobody's here yet. We have to light this, but a little secret for you. There's some money and items around here. I think it's just the two, but I'll never say no to money. We're gonna keep their regular names, just so that way we can refer to them constantly the same way. I always thought Blank was the coolest character, and if you might not be able to see it from here, but if you look closely at his face, it's actually stitched together. You got it. I know I'm looking at this from, wow, like him, from an older person's perspective, but I just realized that, like, this is the boys club right here going on. For me, I'd be like, ugh. Hey, Ella and Kata. How dramatic or maybe aggressive of a boss do you need to be to literally show up on your way to a performance and be like, I'm gonna attack my employees? And then go into a meeting? Just write me a memo, please. So now he's gonna give the plan. And then they make you repeat it. Yeah, we're gonna kidnap the princess. And then all of a sudden this other guy stands up. Just look at Cinna for a minute. Like, glazing over him so many times because he's such a minor character in the long term of this game. Like, look at his eyes. They're just yellow circles. He's a clown. He's got a red nose. We're gonna get into nice, svelte costumes and perform I Wanna Be Your Canary by Not Shakespeare. Oglobs remind me of oobleck. I don't know if anybody has done this, but in elementary school they do like a water cornstarch material to make like a non-Newtonian fluid that, like, when you hit it really hard, it's like a solid. If you just tap it, it's like a liquid. And every time I read that as a kid, I was just like, why would slime be enough to scare people? But then I realized that they are these ugly frog-like things. And now they're testing to see if you can read. But this is the true teacher of my English skills, by the way. I will say, not in defense of this game, but basically, there are many, let's put it like this, there are many phrases that Babylicious would fall under that I don't particularly, I cringe at them still. In terms of storytelling, like, there are several different characters to weave into the narrative of this that make up, like, the primary party. And it's always interesting to see, like, how, in these games, but even in books and stuff like that, how you introduce those characters to one another. So it's like, this little mage, Vivi, looks up at the airship that Zidane's in, and somehow they're going to interact and end up working together, if not becoming friends. But I will skip this movie. A lot of the next things are like credits and stuff before you finally get into it. That ticket looks crisp against the background. No, I'm not alright. I got knocked over. How sweet of her. And then Rat Kid gets in my way. At least he didn't steal from me. they don't ever go into the mythos of all the other races. Like, what is this penguin guy? Just like, there are hippo people, and his name's Hip Hall. Like, that could be interesting information. We're just gonna change this so that I'm always running. Hello. So we have to head to the ticket booth to like validate our ticket because I'm gonna go see the play. Yeah, tell me, let me in. It's a fake. Now remember when that little girl pushed into us and she picked up the ticket to help us? Did she switch it? I love when games do this thing where it's like they highlight specific text so that way even if you don't want to read through it, you at least know the primary thing you need to find out. Later on, when you come back to Alexandria, you can race some of these characters. I'm pretty sure it's Nepal. And also, interestingly, these are the shops, and you can't really get anything from them right now. But there's a shop later on that has a Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII up on the wall. Hello. I'm so happy for you, unnamed woman. Are you named? No, okay. I'm just looking for equality, you know? There are flowers over here. Now, one of the interesting things is that this is actually like one of the achievements when they later ported it to like the Xbox and the PlayStation. And you have to do a certain amount of jumps. And I'm not saying I'm good at it, because I certainly am not. But one of the things is like to do like 1,000, but it changes its frequency and the cadence of how it swings, and obviously you're reacting to a PlayStation 1 game. They do give you things if you keep doing it though. I've actually seen somebody create a Python script for this because the way it shifts is the same way every single time. Oh my goodness, this is the most I've ever done in my whole life. I got a card. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm up to. 70? Oh my goodness. Did I get 100? Did I get 100? Okay, I'm starting to understand why other people were able to do it. But you can get up to like 1,000. If you've never played this game before, all the cards are for like a mini game. I think it's called Triple Triad in this one. But basically every Final Fantasy of 7, 8, and 9, I think going back to 6 they had it too. There was always like a mini game inside the game to play. It's not that bad. I literally didn't do anything. I think in our first run through today, we're going to be able to make it up to like the ice cavern or something. Yeah, it's a fake. See, this is what I'm talking about. Part of it's time. Just straight up, be a slave. But you effectively have to agree. Because the first thing you do as a hero is steal. Now that's Alleyway Jack. And he can teach you how to play triple triad. And so basically you can go through all of this to learn how to do the card battle. I don't exactly remember if you can get anything from playing it besides like the prestige of playing it. But that's okay, because I don't plan to do it very often, if at all. I'm still shocked over this whole jump rope situation. I've never in my life. So we're gonna follow the rat kid. It's time to introduce my favorite race in this whole game, which is of course the Moogles. Now back 100 years ago, you know, autosave wasn't a thing, and so you had to save with the Moogles. So it was always nice to see them because you knew that, like, at least for the moment you were safe. For a really long time, maybe just based on like the PlayStation 1 graphics, I always thought that Stiltskin, the Moogle with like the camo bonnet on, was just like super old. And I thought that was like, I don't want to say graying hair, but they're Moogles, right? They might do something else. He's ordering me up here, but he's shorter than me. And so it does a cute little save animation, and then you pick which slot you want to save it into. Kind of like with memory cards, there used to just be 2 slots. They also have Magnet, which is like the Moogles give you letters to send between them, and if you deliver some of them, they'll do something out of it. You get some rewards, or maybe that's what makes Stiltskin appear, I don't remember. Hello, rude friend. Not so bad. Time to do it again. I mean, Vivi's a child, right? So an adult probably could make the jump. It was like an alleyway below. Okay, it says age appears to be 9, but little spoiler alert, he's less than 1 year old. Okay, wait, I think we go down the stairs, ignore him for a second, and there might be a thing? Yeah, more money. Over here. Even more money. I'm sure in the long run it doesn't matter, but you can buy yourself something nice to get started. If you ever played Final Fantasy X-2, it kind of gives that vibe, you know, like swirl around a major location, zooming in on several areas. Somebody doing something illicit, and then performance. They are definitely not related. My God, the eyeliner. They must get paid a lot if they're able to shoot up all these fireworks or these performances to build a reputation. Yeah, I would be devastated too with all the noise if I'm just being honest about it. Ladies and germs, we present to you an allegory for a Shakespearean play, but we're only going to do the final 2 scenes. Yeah, creepy men. We're coming in. Okay, I hate the trope of, no, I need to do it alone. Like, I hate the trope of, no, I'll have to do it alone. If 4 people stabbing 1 person is a lot better. Literally every single time, unless you're doing it illegally. Also, I don't want to push the stream in this direction, but the guy standing next to the king boss man, that outfit's a choice. If you know, you know. But I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But we're not gonna waste our time with fake magic. Which, by the way, did never realize that it just was special effects. Damn. I'm coming for you. So we beat him and we monologue, and the whole point is we can now disappear off stage and go and kidnap the princess. Oh, but first we have to do our dance sequence. All the chump change we were collecting before, nothing like what this could be. We might have to do this a few times though. So this is one of those games where you have to basically press the buttons you see on screen. So I hope that they're not going to be too confusing from keyboard to controller schemes, but basically if you get a lot of people to enjoy it, like no mistakes, you move as quick as possible, you get like 10,000. So we'll see what we can do here. Basically, if you just never stop or miss anything, you're in a good place. No, see, I messed up. Oop, messed up again because I thought I was holding the PlayStation controller. Oop, did it again. Not on the PlayStation controller. Oop, that is a third time. It's all the resin on the floor I'm playing. And so what happens now is they run off screen and give you like a score. So we only got 79 impressed. And based on like how many you impressed, depends on how much money you get or what prize you can get. And if you don't impress the queen, you don't get a certain benefit either. But they let you do it again and again and again until you are satisfied with the score you like. So we might do this a little bit. Nope, I'm already messed up. I'm not gonna go for a perfect 100. A, because I don't have the time or patience for that, and B, because I think actually you get a better item. You don't get as much money, but you get a better item for under, just under. Yeah. You really want to impress the queen. That's like the main goal. It would be nice if there was like even like a very small dialogue piece if you impressed her, and then like later on she recognized you. Alright, so 95 impressed. She was non-impressed. Alright, one more time. I think she's impressed if you don't make a single mistake, even if you're not quick about it. I love when it just keeps giving you the same directions over and over. Come on, jump over it. I'm never gonna get these. I would consider this a very easy one. Come on, you can do it. Come back here. Ah, okay, we got 100 out of 100. And she was quite impressed. Give me my money. See? Worth it. The 10,000. You gotta have it. You gotta give a good reason for keeping off one of the caps. Ew. Nothing is worse in daily first world problem lives than having wet socks. They're like a combination between like a really ugly cockroach and a moth that's slimy, I guess. She needs to go upstairs, but I think we can go back in here really quick. No, nothing. He's crying for his mommy. Alright, so we're gonna head on upstairs, and then, oh, who's this? Do we let her pass? Do we let her pass? How suave, the one I've been waiting for all my life. How does he not realize that it's like, oh hey, you're the princess? I understand she's wearing a hood, but like... Ooh, time to go. Very serious. Do you get like their evil vibes right off of them, or do you feel like, wow, they're just like two cute little jesters? Because I've never felt that way. The right way, that is not. I know it is not the right way. It's like one speaks like Yoda and the other one speaks normal English. No, you don't know the right way. I think the way that they're gonna go right now is actually to the balcony and the rest of it's to like a room. But because of the way the princess came out of that top room, I assume she came from the balcony. And so later on when you come back here, I'm like, ugh, why is it confusing? Hands down best character, right there, calling it now, Beatrix. If they gave her a spin-off game, I would play it. Princess Garnet is in danger. She's so calm about everything. Do we think she's just supposed to be a grotesque human, or do we feel like she's supposed to be like a different race? She's run off with the royal pendant. I forgot the name of my useless captain. I think if I remember correctly, so they just did the state of play for Final Fantasy 16, and I think the main character ends up being like something in his early 30s too, so like they're neck and neck. They never make older characters, the primary characters, so it's gonna be the first real time. But Stein is old. Sambo! Well, two of them were playing footsie in the cabinet. Where are the other six? Get dressed and go find your clothes. Alright, you're dressed. And you are the Moogle I was looking for. There was a kid who jumped rope 108 times in a row. That was me! Oh my goodness! I still can't believe, I don't think I've ever beat 20. If you're wondering, no, I'm not going to go to every single slot every time I say it. I'm just going to alternate between the two. Now it's to find our little knights. This is the dance sequence. We've got the kitchen staff. They're like, not Remy. Remy's the name of the rat. Mr. Ratatouille. Hello. This looks like Kuna, which is another one of the characters you can get in the game. And technically, if you read through their bio, they are. I think technically it'd be like some type of like gender fluid type character. Come on, Mr. Man. You've got a princess to save. Who ran away on her own, by the way. Do you see that ugly portrait? Gross. Hello, old friend. Do I let him quit the military? I don't know if this makes a difference later on. I guess you can. Wait, the other one didn't run off. Do I need to talk to him again? You're so hungry. Useless. If you come back to the library later, there's like an open book or something you can touch, and it will attack you. There it is, haunting me like nightmares and days. The play is a hit. Oh, look. You know what I just realized? Is that blank? Huh. Things you notice. Stop flirting. Can't go in here. So we'll just climb up the really tall tower that seems to have no purpose but to be tall. Another one of the guys. You're so tired, but you're climbing. Useless. Yeah, it's because you're so old. I do like a near miss trope though. I'm coming! Oh, she's exactly where you want her to be. If you didn't like Garnet yet, because when she pushed past him the first time, the dramatic just drop off, perfect. Also, very much Yuna in Final Fantasy X when she dropped off from her wedding. For some reason, Ruby has a Southern American dialogue. I found her. See, this cowgirl's wilder than a bucking bronco. Why are you talking like that? I gotta say though, the blue makeup though. I've caught you. We do in fact work for this theater ship. And I am a princess. For the first time in forever. It is time to kidnap you. She's in fact a child, by the way. She's like 16. Princess? 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 Where have you been? He's not that old. This is just something you'd find in like a New York City bar. They just put a slide in for no reason. She must be down there. I'm stuck. An athletic woman, a beautiful woman. What else can she be? Where should we go now? Is there a little chest down here that will contain more additional money? No. Let's just go out this way. Steiner, you stripper. What? I also do like a enemy to ally trope as well. Very big, very big. But only when it makes sense. Give me a leather hat that you're not wearing. You're going down, Steiner. Little armor break action. There are two kinds of people: those who hate bugs and those who are like, they are the planet's creatures. I will be saying some more words that are irrelevant to the plot. Oh, the twins are back. They really shouldn't be wearing that. They could be children in the audience. Yeah. I refuse to let you marry below your class. I'm gonna kill you with an axe. The level of improv that needs to happen for this scene to work. Oh, Marcus. I have studied drama, you know. Princess Garnet, drama major. I've missed you. I never want to leave your side. I will never allow such a wedding to be held. Yes, you. They didn't even fall down. They just turned away. No, it hurt. Father, I could never. Now is the moment of my own vengeance. I feel like it's generally not a good idea to stab the father of your beloved, even if you hate them. Last week I had said everything comes down to mommy or daddy issues. You killed her. And then you Romeo Julieted yourself. Such a beautiful performance. Hey, where did my daughter go? I do like a changed ending. I'm going to abandon you. Leave me alone! Burn! They've been caught. I need time to think. Well, he is a rust bucket after all. So interestingly, in this battle, you can't lose, technically, because both Steiner, Hagen, and Weimer will never attack Garnet. Here you can see she's got like magical abilities. gonna be late for my date. We just don't have enough MP to summon, you know, a world-ending deity. Only a flesh wound. You know, now that I think about it, kind of almost all of their clothes are kind of questionable. I think Jin could go anywhere. Rawr. I think I just heard a little cat sound effect. We almost got away. On any other night, this would be so romantic. It's like a magic carpet ride. We're going down! Not my daughter. Not my child. Got it. On and on. It's time to experiment on people. I need her alive. You were thrown from the ship. Your back? Your back hurts? Aw. What's wrong with the forest? Get the good stuff. Wow. Are they suggesting they're dead or unconscious? Because those two aren't moving, but the guy on the right is. It's time for an active time event. I think these were a great way to just show you things you could look at if you wanted to. Besides this one time where you have to. Come on, strange child, we need to run away from the planet. Let's save first, because for all I know, I'm going to be taken out. Now, and we can finally do some stuff. You want mail. Maybe the forest is just misunderstood. She's in trouble. Release the princess big lips. This thing should have a lip attack. It doesn't. She's gone. Mission failed. Game over. You were too scared. It's okay. You're basically 6. Now you've been stolen. To protect yourself though, you're ready. You're gonna steal it. How much health? Okay. So we're gonna have to alternate between healing and whatever else we can do. Burn! Open wide. You need to get away from there. You're not gonna die if you drink this very disgusting cough syrup. From both ends. He's too stubborn. It tastes terrible, it looks terrible. Medicines don't look good on purpose. I'm convinced. In this game, like Final Fantasy X, instead of fireflies, like all of the creatures that you fight are created out of mist. And that's like their reason why there's always monsters and there's always, you know, this and that, because the mist is ever present. So the girl who was left behind, a time to escape. Sometimes you only get to watch one of them. Poor Ruby. They straight up left her. I'm looking to escape. He's not the most intelligent, but he means well. And that's kind of what I'm basing keeping him around off of. The princess is not 15, she's 16. And now Cinna's looking for the doll. I don't know Cinna's age, but I think it might be high enough for it to be creepy. For him to thinking of the doll as the princess. What do you got inside? A wrist. For this game, there are certain like abilities that the characters get, and you have to equip them in order for it to work. So by default, they all have some type of ability attached. Zidane will step literally in front of attacks for the female characters if their health is low, I think. And normally when you run out of battle, you don't get anything, but with this one on, you get money. Not really two abilities that we gotta have. But basically wearing different types of equipment give you different abilities. And if you don't master them, you have to keep the item equipped in order for you to be able to use it. But might as well turn this on for right now. Hello, small child. Are you okay? Yet now that I've helped you, you're indebted to me. So, let me boost your ego and recruit you. It's okay. If I was in a forbidden forest, I would also not want to do anything. More money, please. Don't be sad, little guy. It's like you had a connection, but it was unexplainable. We should just forget her. The game can finish. We just go living into our lives again. Yeah, he won't let me leave. I'm stuck because of whatever creed. Oh, where'd he go? He's not in here. Hi, Bossman, where you at? I quit. Drinking away. Yeah, you fell asleep. Drunkard. Let's go fight in the main room, just because we don't want to have to invent a second set of setting background. Bring it on! We're just gonna casually speed the game up. That way this battle doesn't take 100 years. Just go down. Oh no, we won. I'll only speed up the battle stuff. Go find your princess. We did it. We quit. Hello, big man on campus. Yeah. Overwhelmed. You've got nothing going for your life, so the only thing you have is your job. I'm not lying. You couldn't kill me the first time. We need the child's help. But first, was that a treasure chest? In most Final Fantasy games, like especially the ones that come after the fourth and fifth one, like magic is great, and then at some point it just stops being as useful as just doing a regular attack. I wonder if they'll ever be able to figure out the balance for that. Yes, no, really, we need the fire ability to make this go a lot better. I also have a secret idea. I thought this was cool. Like, when you have Steiner and Vivi in your party together, Steiner can apply magic to his attacks. It comes in handy, especially in the beginning when everything has an elemental weakness. You're jealous. You need the seed remover for the princess. Don't forget to set your abilities. But we already did that, so no tutorial, please. Although we might need to go back in. Isn't that a chest? Another leather hat. Let's see. So you can see here, like, Steiner comes with the bronze helmet, but if I switch to the rubber helmet, he can learn the minus strike ability. And because it's weaker, we can do that now in the beginning of the game, so that way later on we don't have to suffer through it. We also have a broadsword and an iron sword. Actually, if we put on the iron sword, since minus strike is on here, every time you get 1 AP, it would actually go up twice. But in order to keep his magic defense a little higher, we can do that too. It just really depends on how we want to do it. For me, like the Beast Killer ability though is pretty useful, so we'll probably stick with that first. Oop. Got mental confusion. So basically, anytime they attack that type of beast, which it's not always clear what it is, it does more damage. You got your hat, you're gonna learn fire faster. Now, the wrist that Vivi's gonna wear doesn't have any benefit in terms of abilities, but it still gives like stat boosts. So we'll use that. And then the other thing you'll notice is that there's order. So like, yeah, you can put them anywhere you want in terms of like slot order. That doesn't make a difference. But order of like whether they're the front or the back will depend if they're in the front, their physical attacks do more damage. But if they're in the back, then they don't take as much attack damage. You're gonna have to charge me. That's okay, I'm rich from the earlier performance. I don't think we're gonna need more than 110. I'll have two just in case. You can use the tents when you reach the Mughals, and they restore the HP and NP of your entire party. And now we're off into the big scary woods. Something's going on. I guess from a morale perspective, it's like, yeah, let's play music so people are excited. But wouldn't that also attract them? Just where we were attacked earlier. We haven't gotten hit with a random encounter yet. It's just a little safe area, and besides it being like a good spot to save, like if you wanted to take the time, which we might do a little bit of, is like go do some random battles and come back to the spot, because when you drink from the fountain, you just get instantly replenished. Because he still cares. Hello, little friend. We're gonna save every chance we can get. You can die at any time. Also, Monty, I think I have a letter for you. The Queen is up to something. The Queen is coming. So you can just do this an infinite amount of times. And you get healed. Another thing that I like about this game is that the status effects persist between battles. The health persists, all that stuff. I didn't bother fixing Phoebe's darkness or blind, because magic doesn't rely on sight. It always hits. We're not going to be here long, but it just makes it easier in the long run to do just a little bit of grinding. So they're all level 3, probably just go to 4. It's also a great way to just start mastering those abilities, so that way you don't have to do them later. Because naturally we're going to get hit with that first boss, and I'd prefer not to lose. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, he's dead. Slow everything down. Speed everything back up. So not level 4 yet. But that's okay. Maybe I got there. Alright, so they're all level 4. We'll go and do this. And now we should be able to take on the creature that stole Garnet. And we'll also use Steiner's ability for the first time. The magic sword. We're already like an hour into the game. And I don't feel like I've rushed anything, but there's like a thing where if you reach a certain point by 12 hours, which is like the last part of the game basically, you get a special weapon. Yikes. There she is! We're going to kill it. One thing you should always do is steal every single time. It benefits you later, but also there's like a benefit besides the goods that there's like a person you can speak to at the end of the game, and they'll give you some like key information if you stole a lot. Oh, he's down. In this game, if they are at 0 when the battle ends, they don't get any AP or XP. So even though it didn't really make a difference to bring him back, like he got the AP and now he's mastered fire. We gotta get out of here. And then you can end up doing this infinitely if you just have the ability to stay alive. I can't see, but I'm bringing you a potion. He's dead. Keep running. Something's wrong. That's a good friend. Did the forest petrify because we killed, like, the big grandma? Is that what it is? It wasn't very clear. The forest is just evil. It did it on its own. Yeah, you did nothing. That monkey... Oh, well, I do have a tail, but still very rude. Ooh, now the truth comes out. I left because I wanted to. No, you're being seduced by power. Camping, you imbecile. Yes, 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 the mist creates the monsters, but as you can tell, they're not slowing us down. Haha, now you're stuck. Everyone just needs to take a nice nap. Ooh, power move! State your sworn duty! Okay, so protect her. But not from me. How are you feeling? Good, thanks to that medicine you gave me. I feel like her voice would be a little bit more assertive. The big plant guy. His name is blank. Because I forgot as the game designer to put in a name. You gotta get something called super soft. Cabin to the south of us. Everything's gonna be alright. Someone's coming. Wait! This is the first time I've ever seen someone escape from evil forest. This is really cute. So there's these two Mughals here, Moggy and Mogster, and basically instead of like putting you in a tutorial where you like have to do some things, you can go through these lectures that he gives his younger brother to learn about how the game works, or you could just skip it. You know, the first time I read this as a wee child, when it was like, oh, press this button and we'll come to you and save whenever you want, I was like, oh, great, we're not going to be locked to finding them, but only on the world map, which we're about to see in a minute is distastefully designed. But with the Magri mod, it does look a little bit better. So later on, you can come back to the Evil Forest to help out Blank. But for right now, you're just moving all around. And as you go to different places, it'll mark it off on your map. So we just see the Mist Continent, there's other continents, spoiler alert. And when you get the airship, you can actually click and it'll just take you to that spot. So we're gonna head on over to that blue thing in a minute, but I'm just gonna peek around and see if there's anything worth grabbing. Because we did some of that leveling up earlier to skip levels 1 and just go to 4. We can also walk around here and just hit things a little bit. So a little interesting thing for a back attack. Notice how Ruby and Garnet, who are usually in the back, are now in the front. So not only is it like an ambush, it also swaps them. So you can change the order of where they stand using the change command. But you don't have to, especially when you're stronger than everything that's around you. Is Garnet to need anything? Leather hat will do you justice. A nice little silk shirt. So she doesn't have any like passive abilities to attach. They're all active ones. So like Cure and Protect are spells I can cast. Whereas something like Fleagill or Protect Girls are more of like a support ability. They're good all the same. Hello! So if you took the effort to like go all the way over here, you can come to this gate. And you get like a little bit more like insight to what's happening. So, you know, they're like, oh, this is North Gate. Normally you'd be able to go through here and get back up to Alexandria, which is like way up on the cliff. But you can see here, based on like the war banners and the smoke and stuff, like there's a war going on now all of a sudden. One that none of them were aware of. Oh, Shivers went down. Oh, also after a back attack, they switch back to their normal positions. You don't have to figure that part out. And you can see that Zidane stepped in front of Garnet with yellow health. It can kill him too, but hopefully that won't kill him. Awesome. So everyone's leveled up a little bit more. We're going to stand in front of the ice cavern here. And we're going to call our little Moogle friend, so that way we can heal completely and then save before we go into what's effectively like a dungeon. So like an area for you to explore and all that kind of stuff. Another great thing I appreciate about this game is that the party is 4 people. So ultimately you get a few more characters to choose from and you can mix and match them. But in like Final Fantasy 8 and 7, like it was 3 party members at a time. And I just really like that they have more. Well, we've caught up to the ice cavern. We might even get a little past it today. My grandpa told me about this place. Everybody should just have a southern accent at this point. My grandfather passed away. I don't know if we'll get to it as part of like the playthrough here, but you find out later on that his grandpa is both not his actual grandpa and originally fished him out of a river and was going to eat him. But then he fell in love with such a small child. It's so cold. If they ever remake this game, like they have been doing, I would be so excited. Not sleeping, please. Another interesting thing here is those little these little misty things. Like normally when you play a Final Fantasy game, random encounters are just random encounters. But here in the Ice Cavern, if you don't touch those, it's less likely to happen. So you see how it's gone, so I walk by. But if I walk right into it, random encounter. Okay, you used a move called HP switching, and you gave me 13 health left. If we really switched, you should have died. But now I'm low. You can also use certain abilities outside of combat, mostly restorative ones. Can you use your magic ability to burn it down to the ground? It's time to find all of the treasure. Go away, mist. Okay, so I know this is an area you can melt. And elixir's good. Come on. Oh, I moved into it. These things are the real monster. Also, did it just talk? Then, if you're paying attention, you can see that lower one, but only after you get the upper one. Ooh, that's a good weapon. So, we still haven't learned Flee yet, but Mage Master both teaches Flee and Detect, so we're going to switch to that. And I don't think we have any new abilities to attach. Not yet, anyway. Fortunately, we don't need to wake up Sleeping Beauty. So you might be wondering, well, how do we get down there? I love a secret off to the side step. Alright, we've got another leather wrist. Would be good, would be good. Oh, he can't attach those. But if we give it to Vivi, he can learn Blizzard. Not that that'll come handy in here, but elsewhere. This looks like one that you'd be able to do something with, but I guess not. We go this way. Hello? Ah, a Moogle in trouble. You bastards! I do not need more tutorial, thank you. Okay, not been around, but I will take this letter to Guomo for you. I don't need to flip into the same spot. I know you're acrobatic, I promise. We're gonna make it. None of them are dressed for the leather. If y'all wanted to take a break, you should have just said so. Move it or lose it. Get up. She's out cold. I'm falling asleep. Alright, this is where we might potentially face our first death, right? So we're gonna fight a black waltz, and it has a sea lion as like an enemy companion, and it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Why didn't you fall asleep? You should be dead by now. Well, wouldn't it make sense that everybody else would be dead? I am causing it. So, not totally a problem, right? And then he just summons that. So we're gonna steal our way to victory. Hopefully we don't die too quickly. Try to steal from the sea lion. Nothing too great. See, if this goes on long enough, the transport at the bottom will fill up, and this will become a very easy thing all of a sudden. We're getting to start attacking the black walls, though. I don't remember him ever healing the sea lions. Ooh, it's slowly filling up. I might not need it though. It's getting stronger. Oh, right. You defeated number 1, but number 2 and number 3 will reclaim the princess. Who said that? Is everybody okay? What just happened? You're hiding something. You didn't touch the princess. Like, who says that? Yes, let's move on. And provide poor communication skills. Can I belt this? Alright, once we get out of here. We'll finally reach the top of that massive cliff that we were walking up against before. Speed this up a little bit. Does anybody need a change? Not yet. We made it through the mist. Oh, the sun feels great. Look, there's a village. I think I've been there before. Let's go take a visit. Wait, hold it. Honestly, of course he's like a thief, he's cunning, he gets it, but I hate when, another trope I hate is like, the expert misses the obvious. So I'm glad they're not like, oh no, you're gonna get caught later. If he just pushed him a little bit more. Stop, you two, I have a knife. What is this called? It's a dagger. You've read books before. You should know that. So this is called a dagger. From now on, my name is Dagger. We're gonna leave it because I said we would leave all of the character names. But why not Susan? Why not Sarah? You know, anything else? Yes, it's okay with me. I did not make a mistake in the spelling. Try to sound more casual. I shall try. No, 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 no. What would the 6-year-old say? Alrighty. Ridiculous. So we're now here way up on the map. We just came out of the ice cavern. And so there's a few places to go. So there's Dolly, which is where we need to go. But then there's these gates over here. So like we were down, not by that one, but we were down by a different one. That took us back to Alexandria, and there was like a little piece to be had. If you come here, you can get like a nice free access to a shop. If you just wait, eventually, if I remember correctly, eventually they're just gonna walk on up and be like, oh, hey. But in order to get through, you need a gate pass, and that's not something you get right now. Hello, Mary. I can pay instead of using a tent, but more importantly, I can restock up. I like when things are nice, divisible units of 5. Bye, Mary. It's huge. So eventually you have to come here, but I like to come here before I go to Dolly. Because you get to talk to the old man. This game doesn't have like quest logs or anything in it, so it's not like, oh, you need to do this or whatever. Like a lot of older games, they don't have like a, this is what you need to do next, unless you talk to the last person you met in the location. But with this guy, there's like an unofficial quest where you have to find, I think it's 3 or 4 different types of coffee. And if you give it to him at various intervals and chapters, he gives you the floating Prima Vista airship that shows up when you're kind of like in your final resting spot. So it's a cute little thing. And you can find the money he's dropped on the ground. I don't think there's anything at the top of here, but why not check? What's that? So you keep saying. And I think in later This game was originally broken down into 4 discs. I think each disc you can come back here, and sometimes he's outside, and sometimes he's inside. I know, but we gotta get some rest first and pause for today. Did you see that? I sure did. They just want to make a new friend. Hello, Hal. Oh, I wasn't looking at the young lady. Then who were you looking at? Where will I be saying? In the same room, where else? I must keep my virtue. Nothing's gonna happen. Why did you want to leave the castle? We arrived in Lindblom. You were going to leave Alexandria, and you would have reached Lindblom by now. But now we'll have to cross Southgate on foot. There's a reason I must leave home. I've heard enough. Princess, you cannot trust the words of a thief. Oh, it wasn't my fault that we landed in there. And I don't even think you have to own up to saying I screwed up. You didn't do it. Don't be ridiculous. It is I who will protect the princess. I will figure out a way. Honestly, me in the corner, I'd be out. Also, just peep the treasure chest at the bottom right. I've never heard a song so beautiful. The song that they end up playing, I actually had to find somewhere just to be able to listen to it on my phone. Give me money. I need to Doge's money. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. We're going to save here. But I think we're gonna play through this over a few sessions, probably next few weeks, doing Sundays, so that way we can keep it nice and consistent. And yeah, if you want to chill out on the journey with us as we play and beat Final Fantasy IX, you can either stop on back or follow to get the notification when we go live. And I'll probably be picking up a separate day of the week to do something where, to do some other kind of games for some fun. So I hope you had an awesome time, and I'll see you on the next go-round.